Hello, my name is Ralf Mack. Welcome at my channel Classic Car Rescue. I'm going to show you my Volkswagen T2B restoration project. It is an ex-army bay window bus built in 1977. I bought it for 4,500 euros. It has a 50 horsepower engine and poor equipment. I will completely restore this bus and bring it back to the road. The good thing about the bus was that the previous owner did nothing to beautify or hide any areas, so the damaged areas could all be seen. Quick note, today 13 months later, I know we only saw the tip of the iceberg. Let's take a look at the video. Here you see the windshield is in a bad condition. The whole front line, there is larger rust spots, defective headlight reflectors, clear signs of an accident on the bumper, dents and rust in the classic places, and I guess all window rubbers were original from 1977. Dry and also in a bad condition. Very badly filled areas. Extreme rust perforation on the roof. The car was certainly repainted, but without sanding the old paint. Overall, the bus makes a very neglected impression. Cracks in the taillight. But the driver's side looks pretty good at the first glance. But here too, there are hidden areas with Bondo. The door entrances are also strong and unprofessionally filled. So let's take a look at the inside. A lot of water probably ran into the car through the rust hole in the roof, which then caused a lot of rust under the lining of the loading floor. Let's take a look inside or behind the sliding door. The roof looks good at the first sight, and the floor has this wooden floor from the army. But I guess there are will be a lot of holes below that floor. You see neglected interior paneling. Also the door paneling, I can't believe it. Rusted and mistreated dashboard, and there is a white fog inside the window, a bad headliner, torn seats, and the floor bonded with fiberglass mats. Let's take a look at the driver's side. You see here the door panels, bad. The instruments look good. The levers for the heating and cooling are damaged as well. Look at that headliner. This is the most beautiful part. It's also fiberglass mats at rust. Oh, the wheelhouse looks good. And the roof as well. So let's take a look into the engine room. This is the one part. It looks better than the things behind it, you would see later. The engine is running well, but it loses oil at every seal. This is a hole that was hidden. You see the outer rocker is full with Bondo. I can tell you now, it looks very bad behind that outer rocker. The wheelhouse has to be removed. This is how it looks like when I this is how it looks like after I have removed the sheet metal. That corner I have to put a new one in it. Sliding door looks good at the first sight, but I don't know what is behind the window rubber. Here we have the broken sheet metal, like at every door. The inside from the door looks not very great. And here is the new sheet for the floor on the passenger side. Here you can see the passenger side. There are some rust holes and it's very thin sheet metal. This is from the underfloor. Here I have protected something with a rust converter. Here you see the door step. It has to be changed. Very rusty. And the front axle is in a bad condition. I have to change it also. Have to put a new one inside because it's not allowed to weld them, and in Germany you have to buy a new one. And this is the door step at the other side. This is the floor from the underfloor. It's rusty, but there are no holes, big holes to see. But there I cannot see holes. I think it's okay if we remove the rust. Here you can see these are the side parts. We have some wax at it. It's the wax from the factory 44 years ago, because there were desert panels at the side at this car. Here you see the inner rocker. It has a big hole. It's the same area where we have the hole on the floor. And this is the front of the car. You will ask now, why is the front ready? The front you saw at the first pictures wasn't ready, was in a bad condition, but to give me the motivation to work at that bus, I told me, Ralf, you have to fix the front first and put color on it and make it great. So every time you see you lose your motivation, take a look at the front and the dashboard I have made also new, and you will see how the bus will look like later on, and you will get maybe back your motivation. I did that several times, I can tell you. And this will be the color like the bay window bus will look like finally. I think it's a great color. Okay, let's take a look inside. Here we have some dents at the door. This broken sheet metal. The window rubbers are bad. And here you see there were the brackets for the camouflage, and they were fixed with aluminium, and there we have a lot of rust, and I have to close those holes by welding them. You see I have changed the floor panel here already, because there were this rust and fiberglass, and this is the new dashboard I have colored, painted and restored. That looks great. Also I got a new windshield rubber, front lamps, headlamps. This looks great. Here I need a special radio because newer radios from the 80s or the 90s are too thick. They don't fit inside this small hole. Yeah, you see there are a lot of things to do. In the next videos I will show you first, like I do the driver side, the wheelhouse of the driver side, then the B-pillar, then the outer and inner rocker, and the C-pillar. Here, take a look at the inside of the door. A lot of bondo and rust, like everywhere at the car.